Ladies and gentlemen, I greet you again on the other side of the screen, and I welcome you to our talk show of today. We're coming back with a very great and interesting topic. And guess what? I'm receiving today my dad. And I feel like this will be the most difficult live so far because I don't know whether I need to call him dad or call him by his name to consider the professional way. So we're going to discuss about a very great topic, which is the conflicts that are happening between two generations. So we're talking about generational gap or generational conflict. And we're receiving Mr. Joseph Moukis. He is a humanitarian leader as well as a servant of God. So Mr. Joseph Moukis, we greet you.
Thank you. A greeting to you.
Thank you. We hope that you're doing fine and the country is fine.
Yes. Yes, we do fine.
Good.
And all the family is doing fine.
Okay. We are really happy to know that. So, as you know, we're talking today about the generational gap and generational conflict. So, when it comes to you, how do you define the generational gap? And what are the real causes behind that?
I can define the generation gap as a difference of opinions and interests of one generation to another. It's regarding belief, politics, feelings, and value.
Yes.
And even today, you can say that there is generation gap between young people and parents or grandfather. Regarding the causes, the main causes I can raise today from my own perspective are misunderstandings, feelings, the mobility of society, and technology. That's,
yes,
I think, the causes of generational gap.
Yes, thank you so much. So we are already learning a lot. So we realize that there is a lot different causes. You spoke about misunderstanding. You spoke about feelings, mobility of the society as well as ethnology. So as a human being who has lived for quite a number of years, you've been a son, you are a father, and you are living in a society. You are also a working professional. So with all these different kind of people, what is your own experience with this generation gap so far?
I think that we said to talk about generation gap in the family, at the workspace, and in the society. I can see that in the family, technology do influence children a lot.
Okay.
We can see that children are spending time testing messaging and spending all time on devices, including
Yes.
WhatsApp, Instagram, whatever.
Yes.
And they don't.
I'd wish you had a WhatsApp, like a Facebook account also.
Yes, I do. I do have, but it was, children advocate to get that that my WhatsApp, but I do not have a Facebook account. I do have WhatsApp account.
Okay.
Not a
Yeah.
Facebook account. And when they spend their time on that, but they don't take care of formal education, and they don't take care of maybe reading books and exercise books.
Okay.
And they don't also focus on workspace organization, and even for just domestic jobs, they don't take care of that. That's what we saw in the children. At the workspace, you can see that children don't take care of culture of each company. The company has got their own culture, and when they are being recruited, they have to consider the culture of the company. Also, in terms of leadership, there is some norms of leadership. I mean, I know that leadership, there are many kinds of leadership, but when we're being hired, there is, I mean, you leader or you manager, you have his kind of leadership. Don't expect that he will do what you mean in leadership. And
Exactly.
and in the society, we see that there is mobility. Nowadays, there is mobility of the population, the mobility of society. People are moving a lot. They are traveling. In the past, people were just taking of their own family, staying at one place. Now, when they are traveling a lot, also there will be challenge with their own culture. They may influence their own culture.
And in that, and in that line, I realized that many of our parents tell us that they used to walk for very long distance to go and study.
That's right. But the long distance, it was like 15 kilometers, 5 kilometers. But now we can fly for 4,000 kilometers. Where are you now? How distance is it from here? Now we see.
Yeah. And one thing with people of our generation, if you ask us to walk for 15 kilometers, we're going to complain a lot.
At that time, because there was focus and hard workers, and they wanted also to achieve objectives, although any circumstances, you know. That's why they were working long distance for studies, and also even for work. They have to work, even use bicycle, go for long distance, things like that. Nowadays, you have to use just your taxi, or we can fly. We can do it. Will take you a few minutes, you know. But let's come back to the mobility. It influence, I mean, culture. It will influence the way to see things, and then sometimes it create a problem of, I mean, in terms of conflict between generations.
Yes. Good. So we realized that among the different causes that we've seen, we see that there is the social media that you're talking about as a problem in your own experience. You talk about the the company culture, especially for young men who are joining also different companies. You spoke about leadership as well as mobility. So it is said, because I've been receiving like some questions from people when they've realized that we're going to have this show on this topic. So many young people feel that there are parents who are trying to project their past failures in their children. So I explain it in the way that if, for example, you wanted to be a doctor and maybe the circumstances of life did not allow you to do that, so when you get a child, you tend to make him into a doctor, but probably that was not his calling. Some people wanted to become professional football player, if their parent did not allow them to do that. So when they become parents, they tend to change their like to transform their children into football players. So what do you have to say about this? Is it true?
I think that
Yes.
as a good father, if he's making a bad choice, I might remember him that good choice could be to be a doctor, and I can
Yes.
demonstrate that. Also,
Yes. So it's out of love.
come again.
I say so. It's out of love and your knowledge as well.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And also, what I can say also is not good to recommend or to force children to do something in their life. I mean, to be a football player if you don't have capacity. That if as
Yes.
parents you are doing that, you have to stop. You have to to recommend or to push children to develop his own skills. You know, it will help him
Yes.
to more
Yes.
improve in whatever it will be doing at the university. Because becoming psychologic or a doctor or whatever economist, it depends on the skills of the children and the way he will be doing his job. It can create even
Yes,
monetary
exactly.
benefit.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, in any case.
Good. So we have got your point. You said that it is true and false at the same time. Uh, and I think what I personally took from what you said is that most of the time when parents are directing children, it's out of love and out of their knowledge because they were there before us. And in the same line, the parents who are doing like are forcing children need to stop that, but encourage them in the skills that they want. And parents are also doing that because probably they are seeing some great things in you, and it will surely lead you to a great success. So we're moving on, and this is a really great conversation with my father and I. I really love it. So I'm coming back to you just after this element. Bonjour, bonsoir, bon appétit, bon après-midi, à partir de où vous êtes. Je suis très content de savoir que vous nous suivez de l'autre côté de l'écran. Vous avez Joseph Ngala devant vous et vous savez pourquoi. Il n'y a pas très longtemps, vous avez vu que nous avons lancé un programme sur YouTube que nous appelons le JS Talk Show, comme vous pouvez le voir. Alors, le JS Talk Show seulement, c'est une émission qui se passe exclusivement en anglais. Alors, certains parmi vous, à gauche, à droite, avaient réclamé en disant que vous aimeriez suivre les émissions, mais seulement elles sont en anglais et c'est difficile de pouvoir les comprendre. Alors, nous venons vous proposer une nouvelle émission que nous allons faire exclusivement en français sur notre toute nouvelle chaîne YouTube que nous appelons Emerald TV Français. Alors, Emerald TV Français, c'est tout simplement la chaîne des entreprises Emerald, mais seulement celle-ci va exclusivement fonctionner sur la langue française. Alors, tout ce que vous avez à faire maintenant, abonnez-vous, cliquez la cloche de notification et rassurez-vous de ne pas rater cet élément. Je vous rassure, ce sera très intéressant. Merci, bonne journée chez vous. So we are back here on the show and we're continuing to discuss with Mr. Joseph Moukis. And Mr. Joseph Moukis, so we're coming back with another question. So when it comes to the realities that we are already facing, because this generation gap is true and we are living it. So what are now the reproach that you can give to us as children because we're not understanding. We are born after you. We believe that those wisdom comes with age. So, what are the reproaches that you can give to us who are watching you, so that we can be better?
I mean, the reproach is just as I can say, don't be negligent, and also you have to follow advice of old men because you are living in the same society. Uh,
Yes.
children can don't create their own world. That means that you are living in the same world, and we should be more. There should be more interconnection. I mean, between children and parents, grandparents, and also what I know that don't also I mean forgot also to help old people, because if in terms of
Yes.
technology I can see a child uh,
Mhm.
I mean showing the old people how to use devices, because they are more, they've
Yes.
got more skills in using devices, and they can help also old people to improve in using devices. Also in terms of communication, also improve the way of
Yes.
communicating. We should be communicating very well with other.
So I
If
personally
you
want to point so much. Okay, you still talking? Yeah, I'm listening.
go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to say that I want to point it so much, especially on the fact of communication. So I personally believe that this is one of the most important point to be solved, because when there's no communication, the generation gap will still be a very great problem.
Mhm. Yeah, communication, just not just a communication. We can even vary communications if it doesn't work. And also communicate and also expecting of feedbacks. If there is exchange and feedbacks between uh,
Yes.
uh, between generations, then it will help. You can see that there is good things in all generations, and if they can share that kind of
Good.
experience, understand each other, then children will improve. You know.
Yes. Okay, we're moving forward to the end of the show with a couple of questions. So I wanted to know, because you're giving advices to the young people. So is there some advices that you can give to old people? And as well, if you can give us some tips that can help us to live in a peaceful way in this world, besides the differences of opinion.
I think that uh, to young people, coming again to young people, as I raised, when people are just spending their time on testing, sometimes they don't know how to write very well. You have also to improve on that. Even when they are spending their time with calculator, they have to remind that they have to have at least the basic of calculation in the head. And
Yeah.
I mean, what I can advise to old people is the same I can advise to young people. Is to have intergeneration solidarity. You are living in the same way.
Yes.
If we have got a good solidarity, is a mechanism of supporting mutually. We have to support each other, exchanging experience or knowledge that will be good for us.
Yes.
And I said also is
Exactly.
a place we have to create a space of dialogue.
Yeah.
If, as we said, that
Exactly.
the parents are forcing the children to be a doctor or a football player. If they sit down and they create a dialogue exchange, they will come up with a good result for themselves, and it will not
Yes.
be creating a problems. We have also to be flexible. We have to be flexible. When we are living in another area, we have to adapt to know which is kind of the culture in that places, and we have to adapt to that culture. We have to be also accountable.
Yes.
When we are living in the community, we are not living for yourself. All things you are doing is not just for yourself. You are doing it for brothers and sisters, for the member of the community.
Yes.
Now we should be putting in your mind that whatever we are doing, we should be accountable to the community we are living. And what I can say that all people should transfer knowledge to the young people, and the young people, in terms of technology, should also help all the people. And
Yes.
I think that's the main thing we can share. And don't forget about communication approach. They should be together doing feedback and living together in the same society, and for
Yes.
the good of all of them.
Exactly. Yeah, and I personally want to point out it here. I have personally experienced that. It's You don't think that I always agree with my father, and don't think that he always agrees with me. We have had also moments when it was difficult for us to agree on some point, but all the moment that we have decided to sit down and talk and discuss, we finally agreed on those points. So I want you to try it. Talk to your father, father talk to your son, and make sure that you really sort it out. And I'm sure that you will always get result, as I used to get result with my father as well. So Mr. Muki Joseph, so sorry, you want to add something?
To add to that is even in terms of work, at the workspace, it's the same. The leaders
Yes.
should talk to the colleagues, and
Yes.
who are under supervision, and vice versa.
Yes,
And it will
exactly. Yes.
it will help also.
Yeah. This is a reality that's really need to be applied in all the areas of life. So before we end up, I will give you some word at the end. But before we end up, I received a very great question, and I think people are in a hurry to get an answer from this one. So it is said that when we people of this generation we gather, we meet, most of the time when we talk, we realize that all our parents were the first in class, the toppers. So the question now is, who was the last? Because almost all our parents were the first in class. So who was the last finally?
That's a good question. But if there was the first in the class, that's a good thing. And I don't think that the parents were the liar. The liar. If he's lying his children, then what will happen? The children will be lying also. I think that if he was the first, maybe the problem is, maybe we are sharing with the parents who were the last, the first, were the first when they were studying. Maybe that's what I can note from there, because if they did lie, they are not helping the children. Because sometimes the parents can even show the certificate. You know, there are some parents who are keeping even some certificate they can show that I was among the first. Also, it was also kind of encouraging the children to do the best things in their life, to be the first and
Yes.
not the last. Even the Bible said that, be the first and not the last. That's why I think that the parents want the children to perform very well than others. It is just a
Exactly.
kind of encouraging the children.
Yeah. I wanted to end up, but there is this question which is coming back to my mind again. You know, when we've been going to school, we've realized that our parents used to tell us when you go to school, you need to mingle with people, with the first, like the toppers in the class. Don't be with those who are not really being the first. So my question now is that, so you realize that the one who is the last, his father will tell him to mingle with the first. Whereas the first, his father also is telling him that he doesn't need to mingle with the last. So how can we manage this kind of situation when the last want to mingle with the first, and the first, his parent is telling him that he cannot do that?
I think that what you can say that we can't treat other differently than what you want to be treated yourself. That's
Okay.
why in my thinking is if I have got like skills or gift from the God, I can share with others who don't have that gift. And
Yes.
I think that even those one who are the first should be meeting with those one who are the last to help them also to improve their performance. But if those one who are the last don't want to perform well, that one you have to avoid them, because
Yes.
they will not help you to go forward. But if they are,
Yes.
those one willing also to go forward, just you can go together, build a team,
Yes.
and help each other.
I totally agree with you on that. Okay, so as you can see, the discussion is very interesting, but because of time, we'll have to cut here so that we can finish up. So, Mr. Joseph, what is the last word that you want to tell us? Anything that you want us to remember from whatever you said from the beginning? Any advice?
What I advise is just intergenerational solidarity, because you're talking about generation gap. We recommend
Yes.
intergeneration solidarity, which can
Yes.
benefit,
I love that word.
which can benefit for
Yes.
both young people and parents and grandparents, even between generations. As you know,
Yes.
I didn't say that you can see that like traditions generation, we see that they are hard workers, discipline, and they are focused on their family. I think that this good thing also, even the generation who are based in technology, they can learn from that. And where there is even Generation X with balanced diversity, this can also take in consideration. We have to balance, we have to have a life balance, not spending all the days testing. You can balance your life.
Yeah.
The balance is like
Yes.
we have to put God. There is God, family, and the work, or God, family, and the studies. We have to balance all these kind of things. In the same way, even between generations, we have to balance and get what is good for us and apply them for the good life of everyone.
Yes, exactly. Yes, thank you so much. We have been really enriched with all your advices as well as the point that you have raised so far. So you are on the other side of the screen, you are listening to us, you realize that we were not able to speak about all the different questions that are related to this matter. So feel free to put your questions in the comment section below. If we receive your questions, we will surely submit them to him so that he can give us answers as well. So for us, we have really been blessed to have you in our show today, and we have really learned a lot from you. and we thank you so much for honoring us.
Thank you.
Wow. This was one of the more difficult interviews of my life. Interviewing my own father, that was not easy. I have grown up, and while growing up, he's normally the one asking me questions, and today I'm the one asking him questions. Yeah, but probably you have a question, you feel like, no, Joseph, there is this question that you did not ask him. Yeah, you can put it in the comment section below, and we're going to answer all the questions. So I want to tell you, if it's your first time here, make sure that you subscribe down and press the bell so that you can get all the notifications, okay? And now I want to challenge us. See, we are almost 200 subscribers here. So if each one of us decide to share the link with one person, not only share, but ask the person to subscribe and make sure that the person has subscribed. And guess what? We become 400. Yeah, that's too easy. You can do it, and we can do it together. So for me, I will meet you again on the next Friday with my twin. If you don't know this program of my twin, yeah, you can check the other videos in the channel. And for me, I thank you so much for being there, and thank you so much for being part of the family. GS Talk Show is the best. Ciao.